Okay, so today we're talking leaking injectors in an e320 diesel Merc. I think this is w211, whatever the hell it is, it'll be in the title, don't know. Anyway, these things are a friggin' nightmare. You're not going to know, you're hardly going to know it's leaking when that thing's on, when the cover's on. You're just going to hear a tiny t-t-t-t-t-t. But as soon as that thing comes off, you're going to encounter all of this. And you'll know straight away it will have been blowing. You can actually usually tell with that. Anyway, look, these are a nightmare because this would have been doing it for quite a while. And your biggest problems are, number one, it will burn the loom off in the end. It can catch fire, and your biggest problem is getting the injector out. Now, you got a problem because you need to lever on it. So your best solution is slip your pin out here. Sorry, focus. Slip your pin out here. Take off the main, the bleed off at the top. Okay. Undo this nut here. Undo this off the rail. Be careful when you undo this because she may be holding pressure. So just keep away and just nip it open. Then turn it around so that your pipe is up like that. And the reason is because then you can actually get in with a screwdriver or with something flat alongside that, and you can actually, look, you see, you can actually lever there against what would be the threads, obviously not with this in the way. You can lever where the threads would be, and you can lever backwards and forwards to ease it left and right. Now, you have to take out the bolt, which lives down there. So you take the bolt out, and then you take out the little catch plate, which is here. So what you do is you lift up the back and take it out that way. Now, then what you do is you pause, okay? And you go and get yourself a piece of tissue, and you absolutely must do this, and you plug that tiny bloody hole there that bolt goes down, because if you don't and crap gets at the bottom, that bolt bottoms out right at the bottom, you don't know it, and you'll blow all the threads out of the head, at which point you're into tapping it up to a bigger size, which is a really scary thing to do in an aluminium head. A couple of things to mention on this, by the way. If ever you do decide to tap one of these up, which you can tap them to a bigger size. If ever you do decide to tap that bigger, you've got to tap to the bottom of the blind hole, because underneath the bottom of this hole is a water gallery. So if you drill any further, you will end up pushing through and into the water gallery. Right, one moment. Now, getting this thing out is going to fight you. You can't really put a spanner on there because it will loosen off and you'll end up losing your injector settings. You can just about get on this bottom bit with a set of mole grips, but it's not easy. So my best suggestion is, like I say, get on the side, get something big and flat and lever it each way so you can get the whole injector turning, yeah? Turning like that. But bear in mind, this is really thin, really thin. So is this here. This is only a rocker cover gasket, a rocker cover really. Yeah, it's really, really thin. So you've got to be gentle because you will push through that without any problem at all. Anyway, once you've got that moving slightly, what you need to do is you need to catch underneath there. So you need to catch underneath that nut with something and get some pressure on it as you lever left and right, and that will eventually let it ease its way up. Now, when you get it out, one of the easiest things to do, and one of the biggest problems you're going to have, is cleaning the crud out the bottom of the hole. But once you've got the bottom of the hole fairly clean, you have loads and loads of carbon in there, just flick the ignition, and the ignition will spew the muck out of the hole, so at least you can get the muck out the bottom of the hole easy. But plug this hole, plug that bolt, or you will end up with, oh don't, but look at the mess this thing makes, because diesel, oil, whatever, when heated repeatedly turns to plastic. And then, and you're all going to hate me for this one, what I do, and I've had no problems doing this, I've done this now 5 times, and only one of these injectors has held fast, and it's the one that I added, and there's going to be so many comments about this, that I added high temperature silicone to the copper washer. Don't get me wrong, it's going to squeeze out, but you know what, that works. I don't know why. Everyone says it should just spew out and just kick out, but it's the only way I've managed to make it fine to hold. This one leaked, and I've done this one twice. No, sorry, I've done this one once. I added high temperature silicone to that one. I've never done it again. This one I've done twice because I didn't add it, because someone says, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I've added it to a load of other injectors, and it seems to work, because I don't know why these things just do not want to seal. Be careful screwing this down, be careful tightening it up, because you can strip this thread out so easily. You're supposed to buy new stretch bolts each time. You can get a kit off eBay. I've been reusing a load of them, even though I do have new ones. They don't seem to make any difference, those, really. But yeah, wobble, wobble, take it out, clean it off, clean the bottom of the hole, put it back in, and torque it down carefully. And then what I do, when I drop this back down in, I get something quite hard, and I get on, so to seat the actual washer at the bottom, I get that there, something nice and sturdy there, and give it a few taps with a hammer. Not up here, not up on this plastic bit, or not up on the nut there, but on the main body of the injector. Get yourself something there, seat it nicely, and give it a slap, because what that'll do is it'll crush that washer down a bit more. So yeah. Well, this isn't a fun job, guys. Oh, by the way, you know this little hole here? If you've cleared this out with anything like WD-40 or anything like that, the tolerances in this thread are so tight that if there's water or oil at the bottom of the thread, that also will hydrolock and form enough of a seal for you to blow the threads out. So, there we are, guys. Hope that helps.